What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And as you guys know, the Madden ratings are out for 21, and so many of you guys have been asking, what are your reactions to a lot of the players that came out, knowing now that this is what we're going to be going into. Now, I want to point out a few things just to make sure everybody understands what's going on. Number one, we are a Madden Ultimate Team channel. Okay, so if you're into Madden Ultimate Team, you guys know that this is where you should be. This is where you're going to get, pretty much the information that's going to get you going through the year, specific schemes, what works, what players are good, what players suck, stuff like that. I'm going to definitely give you guys that insight. We've been having a lot of newcomers come in and finishing off the year with Madden 20 in Weekend League, getting way more wins than they ever thought they could possibly get. And pretty much like I said, it's a different type of method because I want you guys to learn it yourself, but just know it's possible. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys, when you first came to this channel, bro, it's no way I'm ever going to be able to get these amount of wins. It's no way possible that we're going to be able to do this. I got a lot of that. Okay, and then what did I do? I continue to give you guys the same content. I continue to show you guys that, look, you can do this. These are some of the plays that work, whether they're cheap, expensive, using power-up passes, etc., etc. So we were all able to learn a lot with each other going through this year with Madden 20, and we will continue to do that in Madden 21. But some of the things that I want to point out, all right? Patrick Mahomes, obviously, you guys know how I feel about this guy. I think he has the potential to be the greatest quarterback ever. Now, you guys might say to yourselves, all right, let's look at some of the top QBs. We can go all the way down to 90 overall rated Tom Brady. Some people consider him the greatest quarterback of all time. For me, I don't know how we can do that until after, and it's still not even fair because with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he's about to be 43. I don't think it's fair, even if he doesn't win, to kind of take anything away from him, but most people are going to say that Bill Belichick's system is what made him. So it's kind of crazy, but you can't argue with the results. The man has 6 rings. It is what it is. He did lose to Eli Manning twice. All right, so that's probably going to be a problem, but it is what it is, right? When you think about what Patrick Mahomes has been able to do in his young career, I think the sky's the limit for him. And if they're able, with his new contract that's over $504 million or whatever it is, with the way that it's structured, if they're able to keep that track team going and give them a suitable defense, that's going to be a team that you have to reckon with for a while. Okay, that's going to be somebody that you really have to watch going forward. And he can throw the ball from any position, has a huge arm. I just love watching him play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Chiefs fan. I just love watching him play. I'm the kind of guy, like I said, if I see immense talent, sort of like when we get to the wide receivers in a second, we can argue about Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, all that stuff, but Julio Jones has done some things that I've never seen, and that's including Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Jerry Rice, all these big top name these big name receivers. Julio Jones is probably most talented with, contouring his body and doing wild things to catch the ball. Obviously, Randy Moss, as far as like speed threat, deep threat, he's the best. For me, if I'm creating a team right now, I'm taking Randy Moss in his prime over any other wide receiver in the history of the league. So that, it's a lot of different things that go into it. But primarily, when you look at what's coming into Madden 21, I think Patrick Mahomes obviously deserves a 99 overall. Okay, that's just, it is what it is. We're not going to go ahead and say, maybe this other guy, whatever. Bruh, it's not even about that at this point. The dude deserves it. I think he deserves it. You can argue about his Super Bowl victory. He threw picks, late in the game, but then came back. Maybe, with Shanahan giving the game away again. We can argue it however, whichever way. But the bottom line is he made the throws he needed to make. All right? Russell Wilson coming in at number 2. I think many of us had it with the MVP voting that Russell Wilson was going to be that guy. Let me know if you guys agree with me with that. Russell Wilson has shown to us that, the Legion of Boom was a really, really good obviously good defense. It was up there in the history of great defenses. He's shown us that he has grown into somebody that's very dependable and that can make a lot of plays. So he was right there with the MVP running. So 97 overall makes sense. Lamar Jackson, who's going to be the cover athlete, 94, that 96 speed and 96 excel. If you play regs, dude, depending on how, the abilities that he has, he's going to be a nightmare. Just based on what they've been saying about the game, that type of speed at QB is going to be wild. Now, his throw power is 92, That's actually not that bad. For those of you guys that have been raging about it, that's actually not that bad. I don't know how Russell Wilson is only a 91 though. I've seen this guy like launch it. Where are my Seattle Seahawks fans at? I've seen this dude launch the ball like ridiculously, and they always like jip him on his throw power. I don't know what's up with that. Drew Brees couldn't throw the ball 2 yards, so his 83 throw power is accurate. And he's another guy, bro. Like, the dude throws 2-yard slant routes to Michael Thomas, and Michael Thomas is a 99 overall. Look, guys, I'm not gonna argue about it. Like, can't guard Mike or whatever he is on Twitter. He earned it, because if you know that he's a slant route master and you can't D it up, I believe that he deserves the 99, because you know he's running slants, because Drew Brees can't throw the ball. That dude's arm is weak as, look, bro. It can't go like, the dude's not throwing the ball more than 3 yards a snap. Like, whatever. Of course I'm exaggerating, maybe 10, but it is what it is. Okay. So that 83 throw power is accurate. Tom Brady with the 90. He's never really had that big of an arm. 60 speed is hilarious. Aaron Rodgers being an 89. I think they did that purposely to kind of just annoy him, because technically he could have been a 90 based on the numbers that we see here as well. But I think they did that to kind of annoy him. Matt Ryan is, where he should be. I didn't like Deshaun Watson being this low. I know you Texan fans are going to be upset about it, but I will tell you this. You're going to have a lot more to be upset about, because DeAndre Hopkins ain't there no more. Carson went to the 84, tied with Dak Prescott. They're both average quarterbacks. I don't know. They're like the same guys on two different teams in the same conference. Like, it's like stupid when you compare both of them, because they both. The only difference is when Carson Wentz was on that MVP, tier for the season, when obviously Nick Foles came in and won the Super Bowl because he got hurt. That's the biggest difference, because I believe if Carson Wentz stays healthy that season, he still wins the Super Bowl with the Eagles. That would have completely separated him from Dak Prescott. But because of that injury, and he came back and was never the same, I think that's a major problem right there. Dak Prescott is just average. And we're seeing that because the owner didn't want to pay him, and they had so many different ways to do it. And I know everybody's like, yeah, but the quarterback market and all that stuff like that. I don't believe that he's going to be something that's like spectacular. That's just my opinion. I think he has good leadership skills, but during one of my live podcasts, you guys said that to me. You're like, Jemiah, what's the point of being a good leader if you don't win? And I had to step back and say, yeah, you're right. You pretty much have a leader that's bringing you into a game where you're starting to get blown out, and then he comes back later. Like, I don't know what that's about. But again, for me, I don't see anything like special coming out of Dak Prescott. That's just me. And I've seen a lot, even with his rookie season, a lot of that was based on Zeke and stuff like that. But he was never a guy that was like able to make those key throws, in my opinion. Now, can that turn around and he proves me wrong? Probably. Okay, but usually I'm right about that. If it's like he doesn't stand out the way that a quarterback should in the league, and I think that's what caused a lot of the issues with him getting the contract. And you guys might argue as we go down the list. Kirk Cousins got a guaranteed contract. That other bum from the where's the bum? He's not even on his first page. The bum from the Rams. This guy Cam Newton he's playing for $500K guaranteed. That's disgusting. Where's the bum that got Jared Goff? Like, he's a 76 overall. So you guys can argue that, but we're not going to get into all that. And I don't know how Kyler Murray is only a 77. This was very, very disrespectful. I don't know what that is. And this is hilarious that Teddy Bridgewater is a 75 overall, and they signed him to a huge contract for the Panthers. He's another guy that's just been basic for me. Tua, all these other guys, I don't know, Daniel Jones is 72, Trubisky 72. Like, all these other guys I'm not really concerned about. Like, we're going to go back to number one, because that's pretty much what I want to touch base on, some of the key positions. But again, it is what it is. I think going forward, we're going to be able to see a lot of stuff. Like Deshaun Watson, he shows a lot of promise. This kid, getting rid of his main receiver in DeAndre Hopkins is going to probably set him back a little bit. This man has the heart. He's ready to go. If you give him those right tools, like, put it like this. If Deshaun Watson played for the Dallas Cowboys, they would have gave him whatever he wanted. I'm just going to say that. And if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. If Deshaun Watson played for the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones would have gave him whatever he wanted. So that's how much I believe in Deshaun as opposed to Prescott. That's just my eyes looking at the game. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding the will to win, the intangibles, everything about him. Matt Ryan, I would have cut him years ago. I don't care that he was an MVP. You blow a 28-3 lead, bro, I'm done with you. I don't care what Shanahan is calling. You know what I'm saying, bro? You're up at that point. The fumble cost him. Maybe you could say the old lineman didn't block, whatever. But a lot of the blame goes to Matt Ryan as well, because at some point you got to be able to make a play. You have way too many points that you're up to lose the game. I would have been got rid of him. So there's a lot of QBs that I look at and I'm just like, look, I'm not sold. Drew Brees, I don't know how he got away with it with his arm strength for all these years, but he's deadly accurate. I guess you're going to be accurate if you throw the ball 3 yards a snap. It is what it is. We're going to move on, guys, because I'm about to go on a tear and a rant. So what else did I want to touch on? Okay, so we got the center. We don't need to worry about the center right now. Okay, cornerbacks. I wanted to take a look at that, so let's go ahead and take a look at that, really quickly and see what's happening with that. All right, so I just went to corner. Did I just go to corner? Did I not take it off of... Hold on, what is it, still on QB or something? Okay, get it off of that, because that doesn't make any sense to have it both there. Like, okay, cool. All right, so Stefan Gilmore. All right. Dog, the dude locks up dudes. Except for that dude from the Miami Dolphins. I think that dude, had his way with him. Bro, he just had his way with the dude, doing whatever he wanted to do to him. For the most part, he's a lockdown corner. Do I believe that he deserves a 99? Absolutely, I do. Because, watching him play, he's the only guy that Bill Belichick was willing to pay that money. He's special. Just so that we understand, because remember, this is not like 2020 hindsight. He took a chance on this guy for a reason. And Stefan has done nothing but prove it. Now, in regular season games, you might get the best of him, but the dude is a clutch performer. I think he deserves that 99. Jalen Ramsey, I was very impressed that EA gave him a 90 agility, because I still don't believe that his agility should be that high, because he still moves pretty stiff, but he's a bigger body corner. I think he fell off a little bit, in my opinion. We'll see what happens this year. Richard Sherman, I'm surprised that he's still that high overall. He's a cerebral corner at this point. Never been a speedster. Very, very smart at reading what the QB wants to do and making plays, though. Jair Alexander, he's tied with Tre'Davious. I would say, Tre'Davious White balled out. I would probably have him a little bit higher with better speed. Casey Hayward's been up there for a while. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Byron Jones sucks. Whatever. We'll see what he does with the Dolphins. Darius Slade, 93 speed. I don't know about that. I think the dude runs. I think he's faster than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would give him at least a 95 speed. Chris Harris Jr., let's see what happens with him. Denzel Ward, 95 is accurate. Little bit of a layoff last year. Marshawn Lattimore. You're telling me that Darius Slade and Marshawn Lattimore are the same speed? I don't agree with that. McCourty's a 91 speed. Fuller, Marcus Peters, 85. That's kind of low. Then the dude kind of balled out a little bit. AJ Boye, we'll see what happens with him. But I'm more focused on the top tier with the 90s. I think this guy could have been higher overall. I think Jair Alexander also could have been higher overall. As a matter of fact, I would have probably given these two guys the 92s and put Sherman at a 90, if we're being honest about it. And I'm not really sold on Jalen Ramsey anymore, so that's just my opinion about it. You guys can do with it what you will. That's pretty much my opinion on that situation. I hate that you have to do this each time. The D tackle, let's go check that out. We're going to check out that one too. Fletcher Cox, yeah, I would give that to him. That dude's a dog. He a dog out there. And you got, Michael Pierce. Okay. Chris Jones. He's very integral in that Kansas City Chief defense. Grady Jarrett's been pretty good. Kenny Clark's been pretty good. And after that, Atkins, Buckner, all those guys. Good luck, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Good luck with all that. Not really worried about that. Free safety. What are we doing here? What are we doing at the free safety position? Okay. Devin McCourty. Really? Really? I was expecting Earl Thomas to be the top guy. Okay. Or maybe even Minkah Fitzpatrick. McCourty? Really? That's interesting. Byard, I don't know. Bro, are they going based on, yeah, he was kind of locked up a couple of years ago. I don't know, man. Look, it is what it is, bro. These guys are the rating adjusters. They know what's going on. Justin Simmons has been pretty good as well. Eddie Jackson has been a stud. I think Earl Thomas should have been higher, though. Minkah Fitzpatrick also, I don't like him that low. I really just don't like that. Anthony Harris could have been higher. That's going pretty much further down the list, but I'm just going over some of the top players at the positions that I'm worried about. Okay, fullback, look, let's not worry about that right now. Let's go to halfback and see what's up. CMC, I know he was in the 99 club. And then they put in Derrick Henry all the way at a 93. That's disrespectful. That's really, Derrick Henry was a whole offense in a playoff run. And you give him a 93. I don't understand that. Like, you knew he was getting the ball and you couldn't stop him, and he's a 93. And then Saquon is all the way down to the 91. Really? Nick Chubb in my pants at 92. He should have been higher. Ezekiel Elliott, I don't care where you put him, dude. Like, listen, you know what's weird about it? I know he's been ranting on social media, and I think that with the downtime, you know, these athletes probably have nothing else to do right now. But I think he should be more focused on going out there and taking advantage of that offensive line. You know, it's somewhat kind of trash, but they're still one of the better O-lines. I think he's in a good situation, but I think he needs to just focus on that. And I still like Zeke, but do I think that he should be in the 90s right now? Based off name solely, but Nick Chubb in my pants should, in my opinion, should be a high overall, is what I'm trying to say. Derrick Henry should be at least a 97. You don't want to give him the 99, fine, but a whole offense was him, and I think he deserved a little bit more out of that. And then a 91 speed, dude, seriously? All right, yo, whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and set trip, you dig? Like, and that's what you think about the guy, that's what you think about him. All right, now, as we already looked at the quarterbacks. Let me see how they got this going on, because I just wanted to take a look at the right end position. Is that, yeah, what they consider Aaron Donald? Okay, and then we're going to check the wide receivers out, and then we'll be pretty much done. Those are the players that I wanted to discuss today as I'm going through it. If you guys want me to do anything else, let me know. We could definitely, you know, I'll give you guys my opinion on some of the other players. Aaron Donald, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude, like, I don't know what this dude's on. You know what I'm saying, bro? But obviously, you know, they've been testing him, and nothing's been coming back. But the dude's not human. Calais Campbell, he handles that business. Myles Garrett should be higher than the 93. I know you guys are going to make jokes about the helmet thing, but this guy is a monster. And, you know, hopefully he's able to control his anger and his rage and keep it on the field. He's one of the more dominant linemen in the game, defensive linemen. And I see a lot of promise in this guy. Okay? I know you guys probably like a promise to hit somebody with a helmet. You guys going to have all those jokes. But again, I don't really... Listen, bro. It happened. Whatever was said, it's said. It's over. Hopefully we can move forward with it. And we all know now, with the safety of the league, keep your helmets on. All right? But it's something special about Myles Garrett. And I think he's going to show, you know, the world what it's all about. It's like, you know, like I said, when I look at these guys play, and some of them are hidden gems. This guy's not a hidden gem. It's right in your face. This guy's a dominant force on the D line. He's a dominant force. Like, put him on the Ravens with that defense, they win in the Super Bowl, because they're going to get at Patrick Mahomes and have a field day. You know what I'm saying? Like, put him on any defense, like the Rams with Aaron Donald. Bro, I'm telling you right now, the Browns pretty much suck, though. But this guy, it's something about that guy, bro. I'm just letting you guys know that. And, you know, finally, I want to touch on the wide receiver position. And, you know, that's pretty much where I wanted to go with it, because I have an issue with a couple things. Number one, Michael Thomas... If you're going to give him... Look, you can't take a point away from DeAndre Hopkins randomly because it's not flashy for the ratings. Because DeAndre Hopkins, in my opinion, has done more with less. So he should always be up there. That dude has somebody that worked at Home Depot throwing him the ball a lot of those years before Deshaun Watson got there. Okay, so I just want to make everybody... People got to understand, you know, they always forget what you do for them, you know, in the beginning. And then everything comes up, and then it's like, oh yeah, you know, he's pretty good right now. No, he was still doing the same thing with guys that had no business being quarterbacks in the league. This is disrespectful. Okay, now Michael Thomas, a dude can catch a slant and go for 6. Okay, you got me, dude. Like, I will line up right in front of you. You will catch a slant, because Drew Brees can't throw the ball further than 5 yards, and you will run it for 6. That is very, very good, but it's still not, you know, he should not be higher rated than DeAndre Hopkins, my opinion. Now, Julio Jones is a dog. In my opinion, okay, out of all the receivers here, he is the most skilled. Julio Jones. Injuries have plagued him. His quarterback has plagued him, but he's the most skilled. Unfortunately, the most skilled doesn't get you the most acclaim in Madden. So he's going to pop out at a 97, okay? But again, he's the most skilled. If you give him the right people, because remember, this guy demands double teams and triple teams. So if you give him the right personnel on offense and get rid of Matt Ryan, this guy's already have like 4 or 5 Super Bowls. And just put it like this: if Tom Brady had Julio Jones with the Patriots, he would have never left. Because it's going to be just consistent Super Bowls, because he has a number 1 target, and Brady is skilled enough and cerebral to be able to make the plays everywhere else. This guy's a true number 1 receiver that is one of the most dominant, but he doesn't get the right type of acclaim because of where he is in the position that he's in. My opinion. Tyreek Hill is a dog. Not in relation to like cheating on his girlfriend or anything like that. I'm talking about on the field. For those of you guys that don't understand the slang. Very, very talented. Should he be higher? I don't know, because it's like when you start going through like the individual attributes, I guess he's not a 99 guy, but he just makes plays. All he does is make plays. And that 99 speed, 99 excel with Patrick Mahomes, GG's and regs. Davante Adams is a dog. We all know that. Amari Cooper sucks. He should not be a 93. The dude doesn't show up on the road. Mike Evans going to be even more of a dog with Tom Brady as his quarterback. Stephon Diggs, dog. Like, he going to be out there rocking it. Keenan Allen, underrated dog. OBJ shouldn't even be in the 90s. He hasn't shown me anything. I know, I'm fully healthy now. We'll see what happens this year. But he hasn't shown me anything for a lot of years. He's definitely blessed, though. That catch that he got on Brandon Yu's car, that changed his life. God bless him and his family, man. Because, without that, he'd just be an average guy. Chris Godwin shouldn't be an 88. I don't like this. I wanted to just point that out. AJ Green's been hurt, so we don't know what he's going to come back as. Cooper Kupp being ahead of AJ Green is disrespectful, even with the injury. Adam Thielen could have been higher. Very, very good route runner. Knows how to get open every play. Tyler Lockett, these guys, basic stuff. Juju Smith-Schuster shouldn't be an 86. That's just the adjusters showing him love. That dude sucks. And that's pretty much everything that I got right now for the rage that I wanted to go over. Oh, wait a minute. Did we do strong safety? That was the other position that I wanted to take a look at. Strong safety. Tight end, we could take a look at as well in a second. I think that'll be the last thing. Harrison Smith being a 95 is a joke. That's a joke. Tyrann Mathieu did more for that defense than Harrison Smith did for the Vikings defense, in my opinion. Tyrann Mathieu should be higher coming off the Super Bowl win. Jamaal Adams, he thinks he's the best safety. I guess EA doesn't think so. Darwin James is a dog. Injuries, I like this guy. He reminds me of Cam Chancellor. I like him. Everybody else in the 80s. Amos, I'm very disappointed that he went that low. Poyer. Malcolm Jetlin's just a veteran. Malcolm Jenkins, so it is what it is there. And then when we go to the tight end position, which is where I'm going to go ahead and end off, I'm not really worried about the linebackers and stuff. Those dudes, bro. George Kittle, I agree with this. I just wanted to point that out. This right here coming back as a 95, this is just all off of Madden ratings. And that's it. It is no way possible Gronk just comes out of nowhere and he's just the number one guy. Like, bro, well, not number one because obviously two players are ahead of him, but is he really a 95? We're going to find out. That's what we'll do. He's better than Zach Ertz, just like coming in, whatever, doing whatever he wants. Whatever, Doc. If EA says it's true, I guess it is. George Kittle, low-key, based on that Super Bowl run, I would have messed around and gave him a 99. That's just my opinion. I would have just gave him a 99. Evan Ingram is going to be coming up. This rating is going to be up during the season. So I'm not worried about it. That'll be up. But Rob, this was shocking. And I love me some Gronk. But that 95, I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, what are they basing that off of? His WWE stuff? Like, cool. Travis Kelce, he's a wide receiver, like, parading as a tight end. So 97's fine. You know what I'm saying? He's going to make plays and then do a dance in the end zone. So those are some of the top guys that I wanted to talk about. If you guys have anything you want to go over, let me know. Leave it in the comments. We'll go ahead and get back to it. But I just wanted to share my reactions to it and let you guys know what I was feeling. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Continue to be safe. Until next time. One love, y'all.